Hi guys, welcome back to the PVaz show. This is my 4th episode, and today I have 2 special guests, celebrity pet designers from New York City, the top notch. Hi guys.
Hi, hello.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Yes,
Very
I have
exciting.
Roberto Negrin and Ada Nieves.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So you guys brought your pets with you. You guys have some designs you're gonna show us, and you're gonna talk to us about how you guys got involved in this. How did you guys get involved?
Did you want to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are two both long stories. Well, this one, let me introduce you first to Athena. Athena is my latest puppy that I have, and she's just 1 year old.
Would you?
And I just got her recently about 5 months ago. So going back to your question, I started into this fashion industry also thanks to Ada Nieves, who inspired me, and to my dogs, heckling. That's my poodle. She's at
Not to
home
dress
now.
me, just in case.
Not to dress her, yeah, that's for sure. So I started designing clothes for dogs when I was like 3-4 years ago, and I was always going out and seeing everybody in their dogs and fashions, and we heard about a beauty pageant for dogs, and I wanted to be part of it. Though I was like, none of the regular clothes that I go to different regular stores fits my personality. So without knowing anything about sewing, I went to my mother's house, who have a little knowledge of it, and I said, Mom, I need to make a clothes for my dog. And the funniest thing is that she was like, what? First of all, she doesn't like dogs.
Okay.
And then we decided, she helped me through the whole process, teaching me the basics of how to start sewing. We figured out the patterns, and we made her the gown for my poodle heckling. The thing happened was the next step was that she won the best dress in different categories, and was also the first runner-up for the crown wearing my designs. After that, a whole new journey started. People started coming and asking for our dresses. We started making costumes, that being on the press. My clients started winning contests. One of them was the Pope that I made for a well-known Chihuahua that is a celebrity. His name is Eli, and he was all over the press. Also then last year for Halloween I made the Pharaoh costume, or Egyptians, and it was all over international press too as well. So that was basically how I started sewing, because of my dogs, and and every day is a new challenge for us, so we're learning new things to do.
Now, what about you, Ada?
Well, I have a little longer of a background. I started in 2005 when I was watching the Oscars, and I wanted my dog to have gowns similar to what the actresses were wearing on the red carpet.
Nice.
So I watched the Oscars on February of 2005, and as the actresses were walking on the red carpet, I thought, okay, that dress is good for Vanilla, the other one is not. I started comparing. Following day, I just went to the fabric store, bought all the fabric, the design, made the gowns, and little that I know, in a couple of days, I have a photographer that came and took pictures. It was for us, just a little picture that I wanted my doggy, but the pictures went international.
Nice.
And I received calls from Diane Sawyer and from different media. I had people coming from the Dutch, the French, the Italians. Everybody came to my little humble apartment on the Lower East Side to film my dogs wearing the Oscar gowns. Wow. And then since then, we started like in a drum roll. My dog started to work professionally, and then so the designs started to become a little more complicated and more, detailed. And then when a couple of years ago, the Fashion Institute of Technology here in New York City decided to give a certificate for pet fashion designers for the first time, I jumped into it right away, and I am their first graduate.
Ooh!
Yes,
Congratulations!
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if that will mean that I'm the oldest or what, but
for sure the first one.
But I am the first one who got the certificate. I couldn't wait. I was so excited, so happy, and so proud. And of course, I met a lot of amazing people that are into the same industry and doing the same type of things. And
now, what is your dog's name?
This is Vanilla Salt. Vanilla Salt Nieves.
Ooh.
Yes, and she is one of 5. I have
of
5. I have also Mojito Bandit, Margarita Veil. I just got Kahlua Royale, and the Chihuahua Champion, the only one in New York City that lives in the city, my champion Tabasco chili pepper.
Chili pepper.
Yes, well, the name fits
Wow.
him. Don't ask, you have to meet him to know. And then, of course, in the entourage, we added a cat that we rescued a year ago.
cat.
Yes, a cat. Yes, a cat. I don't know. Some people think that he's a lion, like a mountain lion. His name is Martini Beethoven. And he
Oh my
also get
God.
dressed. Yes. Oh, you have to see him in tuxedos.
You
and
gave
hats.
him the long Spanish names. You have like the.
I'm a Latina, mi cielo, I have to add some flavor to it.
That's right, baby. That's right. Now, so you say you have 5 animals?
I have 5 chihuahuas and a cat. I also do fosters, and I do a lot of little babysitting, you can call, when it comes to Chihuahua, because I run the New York City Chihuahua meetup. We have over 900 members.
What's up with you and the Chihuahuas?
I just love the breed. I think they're fantastic. I love their temperament. They're very easy to take with you everywhere. It's the companionship of having something with you that gives you that like a little safety blanket, that comfort feeling. The breed is fantastic. They're very smart. They're playful, loving. So
I know I always loved Chihuahuas ever since I was a little kid.
I also think it is believed that their origins are Mexico. I am from Puerto Rico. I'm not from Mexico, but it's that link to my Hispanic heritage
exactly.
that keeps me attracted to the breed, and I'm a strong advocate for them. And in our club, probably, I mean, if it's true, there's a saying that Chihuahuas are like potato chips. You can't have just one. We have 900 members, so if the count goes right, we have close to probably 3,000 Chihuahuas in our club. Wow. And they are Chihuahua mixes, because we advocate rescuing, and we're very much involved in that. Cool. There's no discrimination. It could have a blood of Chihuahua in it, and I'm happy, and they can come and join us and through all the events that we do throughout the year.
That's awesome. And how many pets do you have?
Well, I have 2 Chihuahuas. I have in total 4 dogs. I have 2 Chihuahuas, Athena and DJ. I have a poodle, miniature poodle. Her name is Negrin. That's the one who started all this crazy thing about fashion with pets.
And I have to say, has a better head than I do.
Yes.
I am very low when it comes to hair, hairstyles, and I envy that dog.
Oh my God, I know, she does look good.
Yeah, she's the invite of every dogs and girls with her natural hair that I don't care. But also I have a Abby, my little Yorkie mix with Silky Terrier. Or sometimes my friend always mess up with me, bothering, saying that she's my little Forky. Because she's a fake Yorkie.
I love her.
But it's okay, I love my dogs. Yeah. All of them as well have their own professional career, modeling. Athena was featured recently also with the Chihuahua gang Nieves Glamour magazine.
Nice.
They were featured on it. Heckling's been all over the place in international places, from New York to Daily News to China Press and India, featuring my designs.
It's
and
kind of one
press.
thing kind of goes with the other, because you started doing fashions, and then the dogs start to get attention, and then the people that are in the industry that they use animals as for let's say for props or modeling, whatever the situation it is, they notice them.
Exactly.
And then so they get calls to do that. Like my gang, like, we call them the Nieves gang.
The Nieves gang.
There's so many already that it's hard to keep up with my own pets.
Oh my God.
Or to mention one by name, like this one, this one is too much.
Don't ask me my name when you ask my dog's name, because I probably won't remember. But the thing is, we call them the Nieves gang just to make it short and sweet. They all have done professional work in the media, TV commercials, magazines.
Yeah, I've been watching you guys. I mean, I've seen you guys, like, all your pets everywhere.
Yes,
so
yes. And then thanks to them, I also had the opportunity to become a pet stylist for a few shows, like on 30 Rock and NBC.
Nice.
I dressed up some dogs for an episode of them. Recently, I did MTV. Where
I saw that.
Yes, where I had to do the reenactment of the
Lady Gaga,
the winners of the MTV Awards of the previous year, and then we did the reenactment, and every single outfit that the dogs had were an exact replica of what the winners had on stage.
I saw the video you posted once. It was the Lady Gaga outfit. It was a meat
It's meat, yeah. Well, you know, it was a challenge because they present to me the project, and of course I have to do something that it has to create that same wow effect.
Exactly.
You know, how can you compete with Lady Gaga?
Yeah, I know, right?
The funny thing, I go to the supermarket and I decided to do a meat dress for the dog too. So there was all sort of questions like, are the dogs going to eat it? My dog won't eat it, but are the other dogs going to want to come and eat it? So I went to the research trying to figure out how I was going to do that.
Exactly.
So first step, I went to the supermarket to check on the meat, because meats, they come in different weights and colors. Hey,
exactly.
Figure that one out. You know, I'm not a butcher, so I learned a lot. So I went to the supermarket and I discovered bacon.
Oh my God.
I discovered bacon for the outfit, and then so that's what I use. I had to dye it, make it a stronger color, because bacon is not as red as the dress that Lady Gaga originally wore. So I kind of painted it in red, but I used the bacon. I treated it, lots of hairspray so it wouldn't smell like meat and the other dogs wouldn't jump into it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So and then I did the boots, the handbag. The hat, the dress, the whole thing.
God.
So, and it was a success. I'm happy. I'm very happy. We also did Britney Spears.
That
was my favorite.
I love Britney Spears. So what do you do? Hold on.
Well, I'm going back to my age. I go for Cher.
Oh my God.
She's my sexy one.
But it's very challenging when you are doing costumes for dogs, because you have to make sure that are wearable for them, that they are completely safety as well. So it's always a challenge. And every time we are working on this kind of projects that we are doing costumes, we have to count those things, because at the end, it's not just about showing the fashion and having fun with it, but as well we have to make sure that the dogs are comfortable and that they can walk.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, especially, because the dogs have to be comfortable.
Yes.
And you don't know that because they don't speak for themselves.
Yes.
But I mean,
and
that.
that's where professionals enter. You see, because it's not just dressing up a dog. It's finding the right fabric, the right colors. Because if you want the animal to stand out, you have to look for the colors of their coat and try to get something that is gonna make them look
amazing.
Amazing.
To brighten up, bring natural colors.
Bring life to the natural coating. Or, if you go something like this one, for example, I believe in collaboration. That's why I love working with Roberto. I love working with different designers. For me, I just love being surrounded by people that are creative.
Exactly.
Because like my juices,
that's how you
take from there. That's like my biggest enjoyment, and to create a community where we all support each other and we work together. So this one, I didn't make it. Okay, I have a friend. Her name is Susan Allen, and she makes sweaters for dogs. Okay. So we're working now again. Going back to the collaboration. Okay, she made me this beautiful sweater where. We talk about it, and she added this skirt. So even that, it's great for winter because it's going to keep her warm. But at the same time, it's not going to take away the elegance and the, the girly feeling and the fashion. But the girly type of feeling, because I treat them like if they were like my kids. I know they're not children. I don't want anybody to jump on me saying, they're not children. Of course not. They're not children. But to me, I love mine like if they were my kids.
Of course.
And then, this is not something shallow to do either, because especially like with smaller dogs, the temperature here, we're in the eastern region, temperature drops a lot and it's a lot colder, so they do need something to keep the warmth of their body. We're just doing it in fashion and make it more fun. That's all. That's all.
You still need it, and we are just spicing it up.
Nice. Since if you're gonna do something, do it right. So so that's what we're doing. So but
do you get a lot of flack from making design for dogs? Like, do people ever come out to you like, oh, why are you doing this? Or
Well, you have both sides,
Yes.
you know, and both sides
Like
are very passionate. Like everything in life, you have the ones that agree, the ones that don't agree. The ones that don't agree, I respect their opinion, but I just keep my ears shut and keep going because I have a goal and I have already an objective that I'm doing. Again, I respect them and you know, and I always say, well, you don't like it, just don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's as simple as that, you know.
Exactly.
You know, but if you enjoy it, you know, there's also a way of doing it in a way where we do it correctly as a professionals, and then we bring education through it. You know, because
you guys do a lot of fundraisers, and there's always something behind it.
Yes.
That's positive.
Exactly. Yes. No, we do. You know, of course, you're not gonna. I mean, of course, my dogs are home and naked. They are like Lady Godiva. They're naked. But when we come out, people expect them to be wearing something because that's what we do, and then they are already understanding. You know, that's the personality. That's who we are, and they expect to see something.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's a little challenging because then, you know, when you have that expectation, you know, it's a big weight on your shoulders, and there's always you know, always trying to figure out what is going to be the next step. And it's not easy. It's a lot of sleepless nights.
A lot of work, let's say, because sometimes when you wake up one day, you are deciding and you say, I just want to make one dress for my dog and that's it, and go and have fun. But sometimes you just don't want to dress up your dog. Sometimes I'm lazy, I just want to carry my dog and, you know, just go for a typical walk. But when you go out, people are expecting you already to have your dog with that dress. Not just because you are a designer, but that's like the signature mark that we have. So every time they see us, they are expecting our dress to look fabulous. So sometimes we go out like a mess, but if they are great, that works for us.
Because nobody's looking at us.
They never know.
I can have a bag over my head and people wouldn't even notice. But and it's funny because like you know, when I first started in 2005, this was not something common in the city. So obviously I turned around a lot of heads of me walking with my dogs all dressed up. Now it is something so common that if she doesn't have anything on, then they look at me, a dog naked. You know what happened? Something is wrong. I say, okay, you know. So
now, do you when you guys, how did you guys meet? And I mean, because I know you guys are both totally two different designers.
Yes.
And how did you guys meet? And do you guys feel like you guys are a threat to each other, or
you're a threat to me?
I don't know. No, but it's really funny. That's a really good question that you're having, because the first day for that competition, the beauty pageant, that's when I met Ada. At the end of the show, Ada was outside and I was coming out, and I met, and we were all
complimenting each other.
Yeah, we were complimenting each other, and I knew about her because of her background. She's being already, as I said before, she also inspired me as Latina that she is. When I saw her, I was like, well, she's Latina. She have a big accent as me when we speak English. So I was like, you know, if she did it, I can do it. But showing my own perspective, my own point of view. She have, you know, I don't think we are trended by each other, because I think there is business for everyone in this industry. And also we are trying to encourage more people to get involved.
Exactly.
Because it's not fun if we are just competing, me and Ada, grabbing our hair. That doesn't make sense. So me and Ada have a pretty good relationship. We're also working in a new line. Oh, nice. That we're working together for dogs. Also, we have more events coming in, so that we are really excited that we'll be showing in the future. And it's a lot of fun with no bad feelings to each other, you know. We just design and have fun, and we let the people to take care of that.
I mean, we started doing this because we love our animals, and animals are, you know, supposed to bond, you know, people around, and you know, they give you comfort, and that look at this. I mean, look how comfortable they are. You know,
we're the ones talking. They're just having fun.
They're like sleeping, relaxing.
We had the same passion about our animals, and at the end, it's not really about the fashion. It's really about the love and the bonding that we have with our pets, and how we share that, and we just show it through, you know, something that we find fun and creative to do.
Exactly. Now, I know you guys brought me some clothes, and I wanted to see if you guys can show me what you guys made.
Oh, really?
Okay, so, well, I talked already about the sweater that my friend Susan is making for me, and we're going to have plenty. Yeah. I love that.
Yes.
We have one here, guys. This is made by Heckling Couture.
Yes, that's one of my designs. Actually, I made this dress for the Alzheimer's Association, a fundraiser event. So you guys can see that we just not support dog events and education about awareness and adoptions and spay and neuter. We also like to support I'm sorry to correct myself, but we also like to support other organizations
Other
that are not
charities,
dog related,
Exactly.
because they are getting more educated, as Ada said before. Before probably was not so common, but now people is getting more involved and paying attention to the dogs. So we made this dress for this organization to match the theme of the party that they were having at the event, at that gala, and and it was one of the items for the silent auction
Nice.
that we designed. You know, I add feathers, Swarovski crystal elements that were beaded to this dress, and as I said, it's comfortable, wearable for the dogs, and
how long does it
and
usually
pretty.
take you to make a dress like this?
well, to make a dress like this, every dress is like a new challenge for us, because we are creating. I personally am always creating as Ada too, so
Exactly.
we don't know how long it's gonna take. Sometimes you put one dress on hold until the inspiration comes out, but sometimes you can make a dress in 2-3 hours, but sometimes it could take you 12 hours.
Because once you get that juice, you can't stop.
Exactly.
You have just to do it. You have just to finish it, because it's like, seeing your art coming to life.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, it's like art. That's how we classify our pieces, more like pieces of art. We don't like to repeat dresses. We make every single dress that we do is high-end
One time.
couture, when made
Yes.
for a specific
Yes.
client, because it's boring when you go out. Also
Listen,
for us
yeah.
to make the
Yeah,
same
well,
dress, it's
listen,
boring.
okay, we don't want, now, because there are so many pet-friendly
Sorry,
events in the city or
Let me put
around
this
the
down.
nation, let's just say, but just like us, we don't want our pets to be wearing the same outfit that another pet is
Exactly.
wearing, because then we get
Yeah.
embarrassed, and then they think, oh, what happened,
Or,
you wear the same.
he might get jealous of.
Well, I don't know. See,
No,
she
the
get
dogs,
jealous,
maybe
but
the
no,
owners.
the owners will get absolutely jealous. Yes. They don't like to do that, and then it takes away from the fun. So
Exactly.
it shows more on the creativity part of the person who's
doing it.
who's the owners of the dog,
Exactly.
because
It's just, I know exactly what you're saying, because with photography, when I do photography, I don't ever want to create the same thing again. I
Yes.
want to change it again. Whatever it is that I'm feeling, I gotta get inspired.
Yes.
It's all about inspiration. It could take hours, and I
Yeah.
know, and
And
it could take
basic,
days too.
yeah, and also, as you can see, all these dresses, we don't have nobody making them for us. We are making and working
it.
hours, supervising every single detail to make sure that
Exactly.
when we deliver these creations, they are well made and according to our expectation, with that signature and with each one of us extra touch. Because
Exactly.
you can see the difference for every single designer. Oh, this one is this designer. You can even tell just to watching other dresses. So that's that's what
Well,
makes them special.
Once you are in the same environment, let's say, a person that understands and knows all the different pet fashion designers that are available out there, once they see an outfit, they know instantly who it belongs to.
Yes.
Nice, because you made your own signature.
Yeah, because we are all so different. Even that we're doing the same, but each of us has like a different eye, a different vision of what
Exactly.
they feel like the pet has to look.
Now, did you guys ever have you guys ever had a competition against each other?
Well, we don't compete to each other. Our
Maybe
clients
not us, maybe our
compete.
clients. Maybe our clients.
For example,
Yeah.
clients come to her and say, "Oh, I want you to make this creation." It show her
Yeah.
point of view. Some
Yeah.
people come to me. I want to, for example, they say, "Oh, create something for me." Some people don't even tell me what they're gonna be. For example, in my case, my strongest season is Halloween. As Ada know, is the holidays. That's one of your best season as well. And people comes to Halloween and they say, "Roberto, I'm gonna dress up like this. What you gonna make for me?"
Exactly.
And then I just create and go with the flow.
Did you bring one of your Halloween outfits?
Yes, actually, I made this one. My client, she wants to get inspired in the Black Swan, and we decide to bring, and I decide to make this one for her
Beautiful.
to represent the movie. And we made the wings completely full of feathers with a nice structure, so it can be comfortable for the dog to wear. And it might look a little big, as you can see in the camera, And when you put on the dog, well, if you want, we can try it on Vanilla.
We can try it on Vanilla.
On Vanilla, you
While you guys show another outfit, you say, oh, Vanella's getting undressed on camera.
Uh-oh, porn TV for dogs.
Pornography.
Photography.
I know, right, dog? Yeah, what would you call it, right?
So this is a well-elaborated gown that we made with feathers and adding a little sequins and crystals. Basically, I don't want to add more details because we don't want to make it too heavy for the dog to wear.
And you see how easy it is to fit?
Oh, wow, that's
easy to wear.
That was like that.
And we just add this little strap-on with Velcro, what we made as well, so it can give support. And
there she is.
And you will see her walking right now.
Beautiful.
And look like a black swan.
That's nice. And it looks comfortable.
Like very comfortable.
Do you think we can put her on the floor so they can see her walking? Come here, mama. Come on, Nena. She shakes, that's normal.
Chichi. Oh. She's so cute.
You can carry that.
There she is.
But basically, that's also one of my main goals. Make sure that every costume that I made for my clients, they have to be wearable. Recently, we made a huge, how do you call it? I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but they will kill me. I made a huge costume for Halloween. It's like a peacock costume.
Nice.
That will be competing this week at the Tompkins Square Park Parade with one of my clients. And you can see the dog running around with these big feathers in green and blue. Really cute.
I know. I don't you just wonder sometimes like how they're feeling, like having all the cameras on them and like
sometimes,
you know what I mean. Like
I think they enjoy the attention of the camera.
You know, dogs respond to praise. And by having them, you know, when we have them wearing outfits, they get a lot of praise. So they relate that to attention, and they tend to like it. You know, I always watch for how their mood is on that day also, because just like us, sometimes they're not up to the part. And that's why probably I have so many. Because I leave one and I grab the other one. You know, for me it's as simple as that. Yeah, for me it's as simple as that. But, you know, it definitely has to be something that the animal enjoys. I don't like to push animals to do something that they're not comfortable with, because priority is their safety and their security, and that they are loved and cared for, you know, with or without clothes. They are your pets. You care for them and treat them, you know, the best that you can.
I know, I love pets.
Look at her. Yeah.
Don't steal her.
I know, right? I'm like,
but that one is taken.
You don't want to go home with me? No.
Right, Vanilla?
But as you know, there are many shelters now that are taking that you like to take our dogs. But there are, as you know, some of my dogs are rescued too, and I can speak by myself that there are many dogs in need outside too as well, like different rescue groups. We work also with InkyBlueSea.com. That is one of the organizations located in Puerto Rico, and they bring pets to the USA through Miami and New York, and other dogs.
Waggy-Tail Rescue, Animal Haven, Sean Casey Animal Rescue. I mean, there's a lot of groups in the city that are constantly saving and rescuing animals, not only dogs, cats, birds, whatever, you know.
Exactly.
I mean, you go to Sean Casey Rescue, and then you will see Madagascar roaches, parrots, you know, they even find, you know, little alligators. Some of these animals are not legal to have in New York, like ferrets also. But there are other states that allow them, so they go with a group of them, and then they go to these other states where they can have them adopted out. And of course, the people have to fill out the requirements and all of that. But
because right now I know, like I've heard on the news a lot of people have been stealing animals.
Yeah,
which they've been having a lot of issues with that lately.
Well, that's something that started. Listen, again, you know, I started in 2005. I can tell you some stories that you'll be surprised. But probably around 2006, we had a case of a little Yorkie that was stolen, and the owners offered a big reward that they ended up paying, and the dog was returned, for what I understand. But this is something that it became a trend. So that's why, in a way, that started to make me also aware of my own animals and be a little careful where we were going. Unfortunately, some kids find it fun that when they see owners walking their dogs in the park and then they go running, cut the leash so the animal goes and run.
Yes.
Oh.
You see, that was another trend that was happening in Tompkins Square Park and in Union Square Park.
Oh, wow.
So
What's happening?
you see, when you have, unfortunately, again, there's the good, the bad. Why they do it, who knows,
Yeah.
For me, they need help.
Don't do that, kids. Stay away from cutting people's dogs and leashes.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't want it to happen to you, so don't do it.
Also, their own kids. It's basically
Some people. It is your own child, It's like if I had a fish, or whatever, a cat, I wouldn't want somebody to come and harm my
Well, they
animal.
are jeopardizing the life of the animal because obviously when you have a pet in a leash, the owner is controlling that the animal first doesn't hurt another person or they don't get hurt themselves.
Exactly.
So but the moment that they got off leash in a public space like that, where it could be overwhelming and then there's no control over what anything can happen, because at the end, as good as Vanilla is and behave as she is, at the end she's an animal, and I cannot guarantee 100% how she's going to react.
Exactly.
So I always, I am the human. I'm the one with the brains. I'm the one who has to think, and be prepared. So, when somebody does something like that, when they cut the leash of an animal just to see them run, they're jeopardizing the life of that pet because it can run to the streets and get hurt, or it can get so scared that it can attack a person or a child. Imagine if a parent is walking with the child and the animal is so scared that jump and hurt a child.
Oh my God.
So there's a lot of things that goes into it and people don't think about. But it's good for them to be dressed so that way they're easy to identify and you can pick them right away.
Yes. That was a great connection.
Now show me some more dresses. Let's see what you have, Ada.
No, you saw what I have. Let's show you Ada's.
Yeah, just start
right
with
here.
you and then we
Okay,
can...
well, I have one outfit that I wanted to show you and I wanted to share. And this is like an oldie but goodie. Okay, I did this outfit for a feature on FIT for Pet Fashion Week here in New York City, and it's it's from the collection of the Moulin Rouge.
Wow.
It was shown for the first time on the Pre-Westminster Fashion Show. That's a show that I am the creative director and fashion designer for 7 years now. The next one is happening on February 10 of 2012. And this is from the collection, the Moulin Rouge. It's French black ribbons with sequins and embroidery. It has a lot of detail. I wanted to give the feeling of like a Renaissance era or very Victorian romantic times for her. And then I have a friend again, collaboration. I have a friend, her name is Nina, who makes hats for dogs. Her name is she has Luna's Brat Pack, and then she made me the hat to go with that, and then.
Oh my God, that's a cute little hat. I want to wear it.
So she made the hat to match on the dress. That dress, I call it the Enterprise because it has gone where I haven't gone. It has been featured in Pet Fashion Week Tokyo, Pet Fashion Week Brazil, Pet Fashion Week New York, and then I keep featuring it because it's just such a unique piece, and I'm very proud of making it. Yeah. And
how long did that take you?
This took me a while because first of all, I had another idea of mine and it didn't come up as like Roberto says, I wanted to make something that Vanilla was comfortable with and she will be able to walk on the runway. The other design came a little too strong, so I had to do a few changes. But then I look for fabric that. I love satin. I love working with satin. Cool. Yes, because it's very soft and then it doesn't match their coat when they're wearing it. You have to think like there's a little Yorkies and Malteses. I have a lot of long coat clients, dogs. And then I'm always looking for fabric that is not going to jeopardize their coat or hurt them in any way. So satin is one of my favorites.
Very nice. What do we have here?
Well, we have here a little black gown that I made for a puppy prawn that one of my dogs was wearing actually, and this one we added a little sequence on the neck and a little details over here to resolve the colors of the yellow and match with the pink flowers. Also we have here some embroidering materials in black sequins as well so it can match with like a little French style
Nice.
culture on
I
this
like it.
on this gown. I like to play a lot with cultures. I have made Arabian prints, Egyptians.
Nice.
You know, I like to play with the culture and incorporate them into my fashions.
That's awesome. And so this, I have one dress of yours here that interests me the most. Like,
Yeah, well, that
this is very like chic. You know what I mean? Very hip.
That, you know, first of all, you know, that I made that for an episode where I was a pet stylist at Ice Loves Coco, and they have a bulldog named Spartacus. Spartacus' birthday is on February, and they wanted to have something that would be trendy and good for the birthday, so that's why the birthday hat. But then, you know, Coco gave me the feeling of being a very trendy girl, and then I thought, you know, having a Spartacus in kind of tattoos, but of course you cannot make tattoos on the dog, but you can do it on the outfit, and that's where the whole idea of the skulls and the rose and the heart came about.
This is very nice.
And that's like a nice vest, and he looks so cute in it. And that's another episode. I mean, he had he had a whole collection of outfits that I made for him.
This is really good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
he
like the
struck the wrong
detail
way.
and everything that you guys do is just amazing. You know what I mean? This.
Well, you know, we take a lot of time and effort on thinking of you know, first the ideas that come to mind, how to make them, how to create them, how to make them possible, and then after that, you know, you have to look for fabrics, for the threads, for the, you know, it's a lot of things that goes into it. It's a lot of love. It's a lot of love, and then when you finally, you know, come out with something that you're satisfied, you're very proud of, then you show it off, and then even more when a person feels identified with that outfit and they want to buy it for their dog. I mean, my biggest thrill probably is when I go somewhere and I see or people send me pictures of their dogs wearing my outfits. I just feel, you know,
amazing.
that's the biggest thrill that I get.
I know. I bet the clients they're like in love with you.
Well, I'm
and
in
you
love
too,
with
you know what I
them.
mean? Like they must be like, oh my God, Ada, please make me that.
I'm in love with them because they're also different, you know, different breeds, different coats, different colors. You know, it's like a melting pot in there with the animals. And now, you know, like I said, you know, it's not only the dogs. I jumped to the cats. I did.
Now let me ask you about the cats, because I know the cats are a little jumpy. They're more, you know, not so like dogs.
Well, you know, amazingly, first of all, let me just say that I've been into the cat world just for a year when we rescued Martini.
And her cat thinks he's a chihuahua.
Yeah, my cat, I think he's a long coat chihuahua, and it has been like an eye-opening for me. This is a cat that was on the streets, and it was found by this girl named Catherine Walton, and thanks to him, she created the American Street Cat, which is an organization now in Brooklyn that is dedicated to save the neighborhood, you know, cats. And then my cat, Martini, and some of her cats that she has rescued, even that they come from the street, we have been able to dress them.
Really?
So I have find yes. And then actually I'm working with Diane West, who is the New York City Cat Meetup organizer, to see if we can have a little cat fashion show in December.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to see that. Give me an invite for that one.
No, and by Ada saying this, you can see that rescued pets can be trained.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean that they can be harmful, because many people have the idea that by going to a shelter or rescuing a cat or dog, they might be getting a dog with a lot of issues that they will not be able to control.
Yeah,
they can be trained, and they can be really great.
But they just have this
pets and
personality
assets.
because they want the attention, they want the love, and that's what they're getting, you know.
Exactly.
My cat thinks he is, you know, the biggest thing on this planet when he gets dressed in a tuxedo and a hat.
And he's Athena's best friends, by the way.
Yes, Martini loves Athena. Yeah, so, you know, it's you know, I mean, I try to use this as a way to create awareness and attention to the animals mostly.
Exactly.
So people can see, you know, that it's not just having a pet at home or in the back. You know, people. I mean, we live in the city. We don't have our backyard is New York City,
Yeah.
so we have a lot of places we can go. But let's say people in the country, the servers that have a backyard, they leave their dogs in there. You know, it's just a way that I'm trying to use to communicate that they can bond with the animals doing different things and have fun with them,
Exactly.
Yes.
and have them become members of their family. You know,
That's true.
it's as simple as that. And then, you know, just do it through something that is fun. You might not like to do it, you know, all the time. You don't have to, you know.
Just once, treat
yeah,
your
well,
pet.
like now,
Treat your pet, guys.
yes, now, you know, just like now, like for Halloween, you know, now is the howling wind for the dogs. So where people are so creative, they just come up with great ideas, or ask designers, you know, like Roberto, which make the best costumes, you know, to come up with something so they can go to events with their pets and enjoy
Exactly.
it, you
That's
know.
awesome.
So the whole idea is just that is, you know, we don't want to lose the focus that you know, it's at the end it's all about the pet.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be really hard on our feet and put it on there, because sometimes people think that we are just doing this for fashion. It's really hard for us when, you know, when you are on this growing and really competitive industry, being able to create your fashions, and people just point at you and think that we are doing this just, as I said before, fashion and dressing up their dogs, and they think it's hard from. But no, we are using this, as Ada said, communication, education, and prevention. You know, because after people get the right education, we can prevent many cases of puppy mills.
Abandonment,
abandons.
leaving animals on the shelf. Let me tell you, a person that is going to invest, let's just say minimum, $50 on an outfit, a unique outfit, $60, $100, and the higher it goes, but the more you think, not because we're not putting you know, value on love and care, but of course you're not gonna put that amount of money on something that you're just gonna drop on the shelter.
Exactly.
So you see, so I kind of relate one with the other and put it, you know, connected. So if a dog has a whole closet, honey, it's staying home forever.
It's all about us. We have to make space in our closet for our dog's clothes, so you guys can
I have
imagine.
some fan questions for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring them out here.
I'm young, beautiful, and I love everybody.
Exactly. I have a question from Lisa Alexander from New York City.
Okay.
She says, which is your favorite pet design for, and what are the differences? And also, what is your favorite pet in the house? Hint, hint.
Okay. My favorite pet fashion design.
What is your favorite pet design for, and what are the differences?
Okay, my favorite fashion design, I would say the harnesses and the matching leashes, because they're more like a daily wear outfit.
Okay.
And you can just take them to the park, or, you know, if you have to run to an event, they can go to the event at the same time, and they still look, you know, playing the part, wearing
Yeah.
something, you know.
That's pretty cool.
Which one is my favorite pet at home?
Martini.
Yeah.
Well, I love all
I
my
really
pets
love all that.
equally, but I have to say that, you know, since Martini came to our life, the cat, he has brought another, how can I say, he has like been kind of an eye opener. Have made me think on coming out of the box.
Exactly.
And not thinking on dressing just dogs, but dressing cats or rats, or, you know, or
Rats, oh my God.
or other pets. I'm just, you know, I'm just going in an evolution now, thanks to Martini, where I am trying to reach other kind of pets or type of pets where I can have the same fun.
That's awesome.
So if you have other pets, pigs, anything, call.
Yeah.
Oh
Call
my
us.
God.
Yeah.
It's always a new challenge.
Yeah.
Or a horse, maybe.
A pot-belly pig, a horse, you
I don't know
know.
if I could have a pig, a pet. That would be kind of scary.
They're actually very popular in America, and they're very cute.
Yes.
Very smart. I don't have a pig, but what I have heard, they are very dog-like and behave, and they are as quick learners as the dogs.
Oh,
So
Now, what about you?
Well, what's my favorite designs? I would say, as I said before, Halloween. I think that's where I can express myself. I can use from feathers, from rhinestones, from colors, and go
You
as
can get
crazy. I
crazy.
can let my imagination go and put it on the dog, of course, in a safety way. And I think that's one of my favorite designs because I feel like most of the times people always like matching outfits with the clients. I love doing that too. When clients have a dress or something, a gown that they want to wear for a red carpet, and they come to us and they say, Roberto, I want to create something to match my outfit. That's where I let my inspiration go and I just enjoy it.
That's awesome.
Also, as the costume, my favorite pet will be, I have my 4 dogs. You know, people say I love all of them, but I will say Heckling, since she was my first dog.
Okay.
And, you know, she was like the stepping
That's
stone
why she
for
had.
me.
That's
She's
why
the
she
one that
has the
you
better hair.
Yeah.
All right.
But what can we do? What can we do in this?
I don't
No,
know.
but basically, I think I will say Heckling, since, you know, I never had a dog before and I always wanted, and I was so blessed that she was given to me, and I have a whole process with her when I got her.
Nice.
And I feel so in touch because I have to bring her to school, to my job, because she was a little sick puppy when she was like 3 weeks old when I rescued her. And for me, I will say that she's like the one who's more close to me, but that doesn't mean that I don't love my other pets and all the pets around. Because
I mean, she's the one that inspired you. In
yeah,
other
she's the
words.
inspired me, and I would say that she's the one that set my point at that moment. Like, she marked, but every single dog have been marking my life too as well, because they've been doing different things. We all to each one of their stories, you learn something new. Each pet have a different totally personality.
Yes.
That some people think we are crazy when we say, "Oh, my dog do this," and they act like this and do one action like the other one, or jump over there. People think like, "Oh, I don't think a pet would be doing that." Or the face expression of the dog, you can even tell. And it's something that I have learned with my dogs. To each one of them, I could tell you that Athena, she's the spoiled one. She likes to be carried, pampered, and loved around. Heckling, she have a diva attitude. She wants to be on her own. She just wants to be running around, and of course next to me. DJ, he's a charm one. He's really smart. He will try to find a way to escape or to jump or to go through one chair to another one. And what about Abby? Abby is my baby. That's the one that I think sometimes I feel bad. I say, oh my God, I have so much love for Abby because she likes to cuddle too much. She demands the attention. She goes straight to your friend. She will be like, give me kisses, lick me. And she start biting you and giving you kisses. She's like the wild dog of the house, like the crazy one. She will be running around and that. I think that's the one who captivated me the most. Like, she keeps me
in my
active.
home, the wild dog is me.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have another
It's
question.
out. It's out there. It's out.
How has getting involved in the dog world changed your lives? Do you think it's changed you as a person? This is from Sofia Kutsia.
Oh, absolutely. When, I am from Puerto Rico, originally from Puerto Rico. And when I came here, I was very much aware of my language limitation. I'm still are, because my mind is always in Spanish mode. I don't change that. So sometimes when it comes out, it doesn't come out the way that I would really like, maybe the pronunciation, what I really want to say, because words can differ and be a different meaning just by translating. So I was very aware for that. So I was, you can say I was shy and quiet. And then I got my first dog, and it was like, I started to make friends immediately. People started to notice me, and then it gave me like a comfort feeling, because I saw how other people were relating to me for the love of my pet. And I kind of said, well, you know what, there's so many, we are in New York, this is the melting pot, we have people from all cultures and backgrounds and languages, and we all understand each other. So you know what, if at the end they don't know what I'm saying, I go sign language, you know.
Or just say yes and
yes, sí, Jose. So no, and absolutely, so my life absolutely changed with them. And then people started noticing me, I started to make friends, and then that made me change the industry that I was working at to the dog one. And it has been, an amazing list of blessings and amazing things that have happened since. And I am just so grateful for the people that, take this old crazy woman with all her things, with all her dogs and the cat and everything, you know, and they accept me as, you know, who I am and the way I am, and it's you know, I've been very lucky.
That's awesome.
Yes. Well, on my case, I will say that they changed my life a lot, because when a dog come to your life, they bring a lot of joy and happiness. Not just is that as a companion, but as support. Sometimes you can feel one day sad, and they can give you the extra mile. It's somebody that you have to live for too as well, because they depend from you. So you have to be on top. Like, it's like people say, hey, when we say this sometimes, but they're like childs for us. So we have to be on top of them, taking care of them, feeding them, bathing them, and other 100 things, taking them to their doctors. And those are things that give you more responsibility in your life that way before I go, I never had.
Exactly.
And with all those responsibilities that came a lot of joy. They make me happy. As Ada said, it makes you introduced to a new, different world that I never
Even thought of.
even thought to be, because
even thought of.
right now I am where I am, or we are where we are right now, is because of our pets and the love that we have for them, and all the effort that we put on them, because we never were looking for this. It's something that they brought to us. We got them, we start doing this for love to them, and look where we are right now. It becomes like a new journey that keeps changing and changing every day, and we keep learning something new.
It's something that we bond, you know, we relate to other people, and they understand it because they have the same passion. With their pets as we do.
Exactly.
See? So
now let me ask, what are you guys working on now? Like, what is coming up for you guys?
Wow, we have a lot of things. Okay, like for me, so I know that Roberto has a fashion show on October 28th.
Yeah, we are having that fashion show at the Roger Smith Hotel. We are supporting the Mayor Alliance, and it will be a fashion show where I will be showing a little collection for Christmas, a little preview collection of my Christmas dresses and tuxedos. And but at the same time, we're gonna have performers over there, on where we have Mr. PVaz over here that will be singing, opening my fashion show.
Yes, make sure you guys come. I'm gonna be performing.
Yeah, as we say, it's in support.
I'm gonna be first row.
It is a fundraiser event, and to support, you know, those pets in need. Also, it's gonna be a Halloween costume ball where people can come and dress up, and we're gonna have a contest, and it's for Bobby and the Stray. Bobby and the Strays that we call Pups on the Runway. This show, so I'm really happy that Dana Humphrey and Bobby Mitchell invited me to form part of this amazing event.
I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing.
We're looking forward to it.
And then on November 13th,
where can they go and get the tickets if they
want? They can go to eventbrite.com and buy their tickets, or also they can follow me on my page on Heckling Couture for Dogs by Roberto Negrin on Facebook, and there you can get all the links related to this event.
Okay. And then Ada, what do you got coming?
Well, I have 2 big shows coming up, and maybe a third if the cat fashion show in December. But before that, on November 13th, we're having the first pet fashion show at Bryant Park. Ooh. And then that one, we're doing it in collaboration with Best Bodies. That's an organization that helps children with disabilities.
Wow,
so it's very dear to me, yes. And then the organizer is Alison Joseph and Maureen, who are the author and the graphic designer of a book called Carlos in Christmas Feet.
Christmas Feet,
Carlos. Carlos is a French bulldog that goes around the city and have different adventures, and then he has his family that make these books and tell everybody about it. Nice. So they are the ones who do this event in Bryant Park every year, and they invite me to be part of it, and then we just love it. And then the other one, my baby, the Pre-Westminster Fashion Show on February 10, 2012, where we have a display of pet fashions, the latest products in the market, an exhibition of that, and then my pride, which is the awards ceremony, where we give recognition to people from the dog community or the pet community, and we recognize their efforts and the hard work that they do throughout the year, and give them the recognition they deserve for being involved in the community, for being people that and the pets do something to help build the community and to make this a better world.
Now, where you said that's going to be a convention type thing? Or-
Yes, the Pre-Westminster Fashion Show happens Pre-Westminster, which Westminster is the Kennel Club dog show that happens every year. Our show happens the Friday before the Pennsylvania Hotel, which, by the way, is getting the award for the most pet-friendly hotel of the year.
Awesome.
Because we've been doing this for 7 years with them. And
Now,
then
where do you want everybody, if they want to look up that information, where's your website?
the prewestminsterfashion.com.
And then what's your website?
www.adanieves.com. Very simple. My name, add the .com, and you
And
find me.
that's
Yeah.
Guys, make sure to look up for Nieves.com and also Heckling
Couture.
for dogs on Facebook and heckling.com.
Yes.
And thank you guys for watching the PVaz show, and thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
Bye, guys. Hi guys, welcome back to the PVaz show. This is my 4th episode, and today I have 2 special guests, celebrity pet designers from New York City, the top notch. Hi guys.
Hi, hello.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Yes,
Very
I have
exciting.
Roberto Negrin and Ada Nieves.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So you guys brought your pets with you. You guys have some designs you're gonna show us, and you're gonna talk to us about how you guys got involved in this. How did you guys get involved?
Did you want to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are two both long story. Well, this one, let me introduce you first to Athena. Athena is my latest puppy that I have, and she's just 1 year old.
Would you?
And I just got her recently about 5 months ago. So going back to your question, I started into this fashion industry also thanks to Ada Nieves, who inspired me, and to my dogs, Heckling. That's my poodle. She's at
Not to
home
dress
now.
me, just in case.
Not to dress her, yeah, that's for sure. So I started designing clothes for dogs when I was like 3-4 years ago, and I was always going out and seeing everybody in their dogs and fashions, and we heard about a beauty pageant for dogs, and I wanted to be part of it. Though I was like, none of the regular clothes that I go to different regular stores fits my personality. So without knowing anything about sewing, I went to my mother's house, who have a little knowledge of it, and I said, Mom, I need to make a clothes for my dog. And the funniest thing is that she was like, what? First of all, she doesn't like dogs.
Okay.
And then we decided, she helped me through the whole process, teaching me the basics of how to start sewing. We figured out the patterns, and we made her the gown for my poodle Heckling. The thing happened was the next step was that she won the best dress in different categories, and was also the first runner-up for the crown wearing my designs. After that, a whole new journey started. People started coming and asking for our dresses. We started making.
First one who got the certificate, I couldn't wait. I was so excited, so happy, and so proud. And of course, I met a lot of amazing people that are into the same industry and doing the same type of things. And
Very cool.
Now,
what is your dog's name?
this is Vanilla Salt. Vanilla,
Vanilla
Salt,
Salt.
Nieves.
Ooh.
Yes, and she is one of 5. I have
Of 5.
Of 5. I have also Mojito Bandit, Margaritaville.
Ooh.
I just got Kahlua Royale, and the Chihuahua Champion, the only one in New York City that lives in the city. My champion, Tabasco Chili Pepper.
Chili pepper.
Yes, well, the name fits
Wow.
him. Don't ask, you have to meet him to know. And then, of course, in the entourage, we added a cat that we rescued a year ago.
A
Yes,
cat.
a cat. Yes, a cat. I don't know. Some people think that he's a lion, or like a mountain lion. His name is Martini Beethoven, and he
Oh my
also get
God.
dressed. Yes. Oh, you have to see him in tuxedos.
You
and
gave
hats.
him the long Spanish names. You have like the.
I'm a Latina, mi cielo. I have to add some flavor to it.
That's right, baby. That's right. Now, so you say you have 5 animals.
I have 5 chihuahuas and a cat.
A cat.
I also do fosters, and I do a lot of little babysitting, you can call with the,
Okay.
when it comes to Chihuahua, because I run the New York City Chihuahua meetup. We
Okay.
have over 900 members.
What's up with you and the Chihuahuas?
I just love the breed. I think they're fantastic. I love their temperament. They're very easy to take with you everywhere. It's the companionship of having something with you that gives you that like a little safety blanket. That comfort feeling. The breed is fantastic. They're very smart. They're playful, loving. So
I know I always loved Chihuahuas ever since I was a little kid.
I also think it is
Making costumes, that being on the press. My clients started winning contests. One of them was the Pope that I made for a well-known Chihuahua that is a celebrity. His name is Eli, and he was all over the press. Also, then last year for Halloween, I made the Pharaoh costume, or Egyptians, and it was all over international press too as well. So that was basically how I started sewing, because of my dogs, and and every day is a new challenge for us. So we're learning new things to do.
Nama, what about you, Ada?
Well, I have a little longer of a background. I started in 2005 when I was watching the Oscars, and I wanted my dog to have gowns similar to what the actresses were wearing on the red carpet.
Nice.
So I watched the Oscars on February of 2005, and as the actresses were walking on the red carpet, I thought, okay, that dress is good for Vanilla, the other one is not. I started comparing. Following day, I just went to the fabric store, bought all the fabric, the design, made the gowns, and little that I know, in a couple of days, I had a photographer that came and took pictures. It was for us, just a little picture that I wanted my doggy, but the pictures went international.
Nice.
And I received calls from Diane Sawyer and from different media. I had people coming from the Dutch, the French, the Italians. Everybody came to my little humble apartment on the Lower East Side to film my dogs wearing the Oscar gowns. Wow. And then since then, we started like in a drum roll. My dog started to work professionally, and then so the designs started to become a little more complicated and more, detailed. And then when a couple of years ago, the Fashion Institute of Technology here in New York City decided to give a certificate for pet fashion designers for the first time, I jumped into it right away, and I am their first graduate.
Ooh!
Yes,
Congratulations!
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if that will mean that I'm the oldest or what, but
for sure the first one.
So modern, whatever the situation it is, they notice them.
Exactly.
And then so they get calls to do that. Like my gang, like we call them the Nieves gang.
The Nieves gang.
There's so many already that it's hard to keep up with my own pets.
Oh my God!
Or to mention one by name, like this one, this one is too much.
Don't ask me my name when you ask my dog's name, because I probably won't remember. But the thing is, we call them the Nieves gang just to make it short and sweet. They all have done professional work in the media, TV commercials, magazines.
Yeah, I've been watching you guys. I mean, I've seen you guys, like all your pets everywhere.
Yes,
so
yes. And then thanks to them, I also had the opportunity to become a pet stylist for a few shows, like on 30 Rock and NBC.
Nice.
I dressed up some dogs for an episode. Then recently I did MTV. Where
I saw that.
Yes, where I had to do the reenactment of
Lady Gaga,
the winners of the MTV Awards of the previous year, and then we did the reenactment, and every single outfit that the dogs had were an exact replica of what the winners had on stage.
I saw the video you posted once. It was the Lady Gaga outfit. It was a meat.
It's meat, yeah. Well, it was a challenge because they present to me the project, and of course I have to do something that it has to create that same wow effect.
Exactly.
How can you compete with Lady Gaga?
Yeah, I know, right?
So the funny thing, I go to the supermarket and I decided to do a meat dress for the dog too. So there was all sort of questions like, are the dogs going to eat it? My dog won't eat it, but are the other dog's gonna want to come and eat it. So, I went to do research trying to figure out how I was gonna do that.
Exactly.
So, first step, I went to the supermarket to check on the meat, because meats, they come in different weights and colors. Hey,
Yeah, exactly.
figure that one out. I'm not a butcher, so I learned a lot. So, I believe that the origins are Mexico. I am from Puerto Rico. I'm not from Mexico, but is that linked to my Hispanic heritage
Exactly.
that keeps me attracted to the breed, and I'm a strong advocate for them. And in our club, probably, I mean, if it's true, there's a saying that, Chihuahuas are like potato chips. You can't have just one. We have 900 members, so if the count goes right, we have close to probably 3,000 Chihuahuas in our club.
Wow.
And they are, Chihuahua mixes, because we advocate rescuing, and we're very much involved in that.
Cool.
There's no discrimination. It could have a blood of Chihuahua in it, and I'm happy, and they can come and join us and through all the events that we do throughout the year.
That's awesome. And how many pets do you have?
Well, I have 2 Chihuahuas. I have in total 4 dogs. I have 2 Chihuahuas, Athena and DJ. I have a poodle, miniature poodle. Her name is Negrin. That's the one who started all this crazy thing about fashion with pets.
And I have to say, has a better head than I do.
Yes.
I am very bad when it comes to hair, hairstyles, and I envy that dog.
Oh my God, I know,
she's
he does look good.
Yeah, she's the invite of every dogs and girls with her natural hair that I don't care. But also I have a Abby, my little Yorkie mix with Silky Terrier. Or sometimes my friend always mess up with me, bothering, saying that she's my little Forky. Because she's a fake Yorkie.
My love good.
But it's okay, I love my dogs. Yeah. All of them as well have their own professional career, modeling. Athena was featured recently also with the Chihuahua gang Nieves Glamour magazine.
Nice.
They were featured on it. Heckling's been all over the place in international places, from New York to Daily News to China Press and India, featuring my designs.
It's
and different
kind of one
press.
thing kind of goes with the other, because you started doing fashions, and then the dogs started to get attention, and then the people that are in the industry that they use animals as for let's say for profit.